Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim, and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 evening. I know. I said we weren't going to do this very often, but I can't help it. I want to actually play this game tonight, and the only time I get to play games, it seems, is here on the stream with you guys. So, yeah. We're going to keep going in some more Guild Wars 2, because this chapter has been really fun, and I just walked off the edge and would have died, probably. Or at least taken substantial amounts of damage, because I was really high up there. But I want to keep playing this expansion because it's been really fun so far. Some of the missions that we played the other night were kind of very heartfelt and had a lot of punch to them, and I really want to continue where that left off. And so that's putting us traveling further and further around this new map that they just added in. As you can see, I've been a busy little beaver, kind of just exploring around and figuring out the extent of this map. We kind of talked about my guess for that last time, and as it turns out, I was closer than I would have thought, but still not quite, because it is smaller than I thought it would have been. I've pictured the extent going to about here, when in fact it goes to about there, which is fine, because again, in that next patch, in whatever next episode that comes, it could very easily just continue upwards and fill in this area, which I think is going to be the much more interesting piece of area, considering that it has both a major streak of the brand and whatever this funneling of the river is. Like, we have no clue what that could possibly be, because it's been centuries since the last time we were in this area. But anyway, I need to go and make some new allies, because though we have ghosts, though we have more and more wall creators and Char to come and help us and all kinds of new allies, it's not quite enough, it seems, to take on the battalions that Palawajoko's undead make up. So we need to make some friends out of the locals, and that means the tribe of Heket. Hylek and Heket are two races that are somewhat similar. The Hylek are descendant from frogs, like tree frogs. And the Heket are descendant from toads. So though they are visually similar, they both are amphibians of some bipedal variety. They do look a lot different. Or did I get that backwards? It's possible Queen may correct me that I got it backwards. But in either case, they're very neat twin races, and it looks like we're going to have to go and befriend the Heket around here if we want some help in taking down Joko. Excuse me while I explore a little bit more and to figure out, no, I can't go in there. Okay. Oh, research Vault Alpha. I'll bet that takes a special event to get inside there. And the game was nice to me and gave me that point. Yeah, it is worth doing all the exploring around, because if you are able to reach 100% completion in every map, there's usually some sort of treasure bonus at the end. And for this map, it's a whole bunch of volatile magic, which is a currency that you can use to trade in for a whole bunch of badass stuff, and inscribed shards, which is a map-specific currency that you've seen me collect along the way. In fact, there's some right here.
You can never have too much treasure.
Inscribed shard. Good. Oh, that's somebody cruising along on their roller beater right there. That's cool. That's fucking cool. I am so jealous of them right now. Ooh. It seems somewhere in the region is a champion sand shark that's being killed by a group. Perhaps I should disengage and go and join them, because a champion sand shark sounds way more fun than these bad boys. Wait for it, 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 wait for it. Come on, Mount. Come on, you stupid. Oh, no. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. See, if he had hit me there, I would have been in combat still. But thankfully, he missed, and we can jump. Uh-oh. That sand shark is getting dangerously close to dead. Jump. There you are. Hello, big boy. Oh, boy. Ooh. Jumped right out of the ground on me, didn't he? Oh, look at him. He's like a giant version of the one that I carry around all the time. And of course, the sand shark breaches all the time, burying up underground and not being able to be hit. But if we can continue to break this bar here, he'll be stunned, take a whole bunch of extra damage, and not be able to go into the ground. Damn it. Ooh, got him. Sweet. And I helped, so I get some of the rewards. Now, I didn't help as much as I could have. If I had been able to do more damage to him, contribute longer to the fight, I would have gotten greater rewards there. But I did help enough to get some good rewards here. In fact, it's a treasure hunting kit. I do love hunting for treasure. And a lost saddlebag? That probably has some good loot in it.
That looks valuable.
Orichalcum. Beautiful. Ooh, and I also got a new piece of armor that you get with this area. A nice little face mask for a lot of my light armor characters. I feel like my Necromancer is going to look really awesome in this Phantom of the Undead mask. And let's see, where did the treasure hunt go? Oh, so many things in the inventory. So little time. Hey, Harwood, welcome.
Gaining adrenaline. Almost ready.
I see that Queen is applying the usual amount of pressure. Let's see. I need to get to kind of a safe-ish place so that I can look through the inventory and find where those treasure hunt maps went. Oh, Jesus! Freaking tornadoes. Yes, I can kill a tornado made of dust mites. Problem is, if I get inside that circle, it makes me blind and then I can't hit it for a little bit. Oh. Oh man, Queen, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, I have the same question that everyone else has. I keep not getting that dodge off in time, and also don't want to engage another person in combat, jackass. Treasure maps, there we go. Okay, cool. So it looks like I've got a ton of them from other maps, and they're used here too. Oh. What? Oh, that's Bupkis. So I guess there aren't any treasure maps here on this particular map. We have to go back to the main one in order to get it. In order to use them. The Crystal Desert maps that are up above that were added in the expansion. Ooh. But this is a good place for us to start to help out some of the Heket here and earn their trust by rescuing the captives in the hills, bringing firefly bits to hunters, fighting off predators, including these dust mites, invading Toya, and the Awakened. What are you doing out here, Apprentice Hunter? Oh, he wants food. You hungry, lazy bastard. Can't go hunting for yourself. Ow. Fucking. Whee! Anything up here? Yes. Yes, there is. Whee! Oh, damn it. Whee! I said. There we go. Oh, please don't make me fall. Nailed it. All right, so what's inside of this trade cache, I wonder? Ooh, ingot crates. Delicious. And a scout up here that I can't talk to. So these are the Heket. And as you can see, they are amphibian. Definitively amphibian. Unfortunately, they are a little bit more gross than I described them as. And I think it's because of the teeth, honestly. Now that I look at them, it's this slightly parted mouth and grisly teeth. It looks like they could probably take off a limb or two pretty quickly. Okay, let's take a look around. We can do some more of these territory markers. They seem to help out a good bit. Haven't you heard, Harwood? Battletoads is coming back. I see. Yeah, Queen, that can be a process, but I know that you guys will be very patient, and I hope that that progresses smoothly. Please keep us updated, okay? More territory markers. Let me take a good look at this. Oh, wow. That is pretty nice, actually. It's definitely a wooden stake with a shield on it, but it's a nice shield. I like it. It reminds me of the Lion King for some reason. Let's see. And it seems like,
You ask for help.
yeah,
But you
this
won't
is the
share
story
food when
quest
my
part.
people are starving.
I'm not a quartermaster. I'm a forward scout.
Sunspear, as you were.
Commander, this is Chieftain Shapil. Her people are besieged by the Awakened,
Her.
but she
Okay, fine.
refuses to
Her.
help us fight them.
Okay.
The dead ones took our best warriors, even Killick, my master at arms. We can't hunt for food or fight your war without them.
Chieftain.
Well, I guess we're just
I'll
gonna
see
have
what
to
I
go
can
and
do
get them
about
back,
finding
huh?
your warriors.
At last, someone who understands the art of negotiation.
Okay. I wonder if finding these Hecate warriors are actually going to help with this particular heart quest.
As long as I can.
Because it does talk about freeing the captives in the hills, and it looks like that's going to be a part of my quest here. So let's make our way slowly but surely up the mountain with the help of my bunny rabbit. Whee! I want to say that this particular animal is called a thumper. Right? Springer, excuse me. I wanted to say it was Thumper because, of course, Bambi. That would have been kind of nice. But nope, it's called the Springer. And it's very cute looking. I love its little blue eyes. And I can actually change the color that it is, a la King Pimp, but all of them are kind of set to their colors that I like them as right now. So yeah, that was a cool and fun thing to do with my time. He says without a single bit of irony. Whee! And the Springer actually helps me get way high. Uh-oh. Too high. Too high. I'm too high. I need to come down, man. There we go. Whee! And we need to find these captives in the hills. Now, the good news is we are definitely going to be able to get credit on this heart quest for doing so because we are well within its area. And I just need to find where these hunters are being kept. Said in the hills, right? Doop. Okay. What about over? Nah. No, just leads us right back up to the top. Well, poopy farts. Fine, I guess if we're this close to the top, we might as well go to the top and see if there's anything up there. And then we'll make our way back down and find where we're actually supposed to go. Crap, crap. There we go. Sometimes you just need to back up a little bit and give yourself some space, so you don't smack your rabbit head on everything as you jump around. There we go. Hurt. It seems that somebody else had the idea that I had to come here and spread Mother's ashes on the highest peak in all the realms. Whee! Ah, poopy. Herp. Whee! There we go. There we go. Nailed it. Ooh, I'm literally just below the point where it would start to choke you out because of lack of oxygen. Good. This is a very tall place. And I seem to remember there being other bits of magic down along these fingers? Yes, there they are. Ho-wee! Oh.
Eat my dust.
Ho-wee! That's what I'm talking about. And a supply cache too? Man, I am just so good. Unfortunately, I am not gonna go help with the Moon Fortress right now because Daddy's on a story quest. Daddy just needs to figure out how the hell to get inside where he's supposed to go. That would be great. I guess probably from the other side. Now that I think, oh, nope, that's not gonna help. Whee! Now that I think about it, if it gives you the quest from this side, it probably wants you to go in from this side. In fact, there's even a big goddamn green arrow that says, hey, dum-dum, walk in right here. God, ugh, I am the worst at video gaming, you guys. Like, there are people who are bad at video games, and then there's me, way the hell down below that. Going into an active inquest area. Neat. You remember how we were able to encounter some of those turrets that we could influence if we had spare parts? Looks like this might be a place that has plenty of spare parts to give. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, where'd he go? He's probably gonna come out of the shadows and try and hit me. Or, there he is. Let's say, or he could just disappear entirely and never come out. But that would be rude. Because Daddy has an urge to murder. I do so much damage so quickly. Jeez, I'm crumb. Find enough schematic scraps off Awakened Inquest to complete all 7 turret types. Interesting. So, what the hell? Doing so unlocks the speed wall configuration for your deployed field tech turrets. Interesting. So it looks like by killing a lot of Inquest around here, we can gain a whole bunch of blueprints to be able to build some of these very Inquest turrets that we keep trying to take over and failing. Neat. I wonder if that's something that you can just kind of deploy everywhere, or if it's useful in this map only, or... Because there's definitely other places where that could be useful. To be able to just lay down a turret. Either healing, or thumping, or, you know, any of those that look like they could be useful. Ooh. Warrior,
They took
you're
Killick up that way.
freed from inside. And now we need to find Killick, Master at Arms. And also kill all the Inquests along the way, because that too is helping the critically endangered Heket tribe. And I'm gonna free those spear chuckers here in just a second. Don't worry, that wasn't racist. That's literally their job. Yay! I wonder if they'll be able to help me now. That would be awesome. Nope, they're literally just gonna fuck off and leave. They're literally just gonna fuck off and leave. You sons of bitches. I was about to say, he might be able to go invisible, but that doesn't make him intangible. And with my big old spinning attack that hits everything around me, kind of hard to miss him. Nice. And more hunters came back. Neat. Just keep on freeing them. Keep on killing Inquest. Have a great day. Chop, 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 chop.
Almost there.
Heket, you're free. You're free too. And don't worry, I won't leave you behind. You're also free. A fire breather. Neat. I really wish they would help me in combat. How useful would that be? The answer may surprise you. Ooh. Double chests up here. Don't mind if I loot.
Gear.
Yeah, I'd agree. Me. And I don't know what you did, but looks like you gained a level from something. In the meantime, I found the Master at Arms. Oh dear.
Sorry, I didn't get here in time to stop this.
Looks like he was from just a slight different subspecies, and also now dead. Very, very burned and dead. But it's okay, it's what we have to do. And I'm so close to being able to get this heart quest complete. I wonder if there maybe are a couple of other inquests that I can kill between here and there. That would be great. There we are. Yes, you will do nicely, veteran. And then I should be able to block and rebound. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Almost there.
Don't mind me, just murdering them softly. It's fun. Don't you know? Yay! We helped! And I got some bonus, a small, piddling amount of bonus gold. And some karma as well, which is another currency that you can spend at shops. Specifically, these heart quest shops. You can use them to get some neat little items at certain ones, such as a bundle of shards if we had 2,000 karma, which I fucking don't. A mini Hecate. Check this shit out. I could have a little mini one of those guys follow me around being all gross and slimy and warty. But, nah. And then the Endless Choya Dance Tonic. What? No way. An Endless Choya Tonic. It would turn me into one of those little cactus guys. Or they could be very useful for just selling back stuff that I no longer want. Positive materials, compact. Use all that. I said use all that. There we go. Use those. Don't mind if I do. Why not? There could be something really valuable in those, or they could end up just being a bunch of green crap, which is what they are. So, salvage it all! That was some quality of life updates that they made, I would say recently, but it was before the last expansion, so maybe about a year ago now, to where it automated a lot of processes that were one click at a time. Including the ability to consume all of certain stacks. But yes. So am I imagining things, or does the scale of the character to environment seem slightly off in third person? It might just be the camera angle. You know, if I have it down here all the time, I feel like that's a pretty good accurate representation of how tall you are by comparison to some of these other races and creatures. And some of the things that you're jumping around on and shit. Yes. Usually I'm zoomed out a lot further, because this is the best way to kind of get a nice wide field of view on the battle. But I would say that as a human, and on the tall side of that scale, I'm about 6 foot. But I have a character that is a Norn. They're Vikings by genetic comparison, and they are closer to probably 7 or 8 feet. So that character is probably taller than this Hecate here. And then I also have an Asura who's fucking ridiculously tiny, and the world does look different by comparison to all of those creatures, and it's kind of cool. Oh, shit. I need to actually talk to this person. Never you mind.
You've brought our hunters and warriors home to us, Commander.
Sure
I
did. I'm
promise
awesome.
Joko will pay for what was done to your master-at-arms.
Your
Yeah.
cause is
He kind of
just.
got autopsied there on the table
I
like a
pledge my
goddamn
finest
science
to your
experiment.
war. The least I can do.
I'll dispatch
Somebody
them to
went
meet
through
Tribune
biology
Ricklock on the
101
front
on his
lines.
ass.
Excellent. Let's all remember, we're in this together.
Yeah, totally. Look at his gross warty back. Eee.
That looks valuable.
I love how he's even kind of got the cheek puffs too. And, as you can see, we're completing more and more of these
I am
achievements.
here,
I've got
Commander.
12 now
The
so
advance
far.
on Gandara has
Jesus,
stalled.
that's so fucking...
Ridlock needs
Oh,
high-grade
spear marshal.
explosives on the front.
Oh,
Supplies
nice.
are exhausted, so
Head to the
Farron
front.
took it upon himself to raid an enemy encampment. Now
Baron!
he's attempting to deliver to Ridlock by himself, beyond the walls. He'll never make it.
Damn. I'll
Damn
head
it.
there myself. Try to mop up this mess.
Fine. I'll go clean up after Farron. Again. Of course, I'm going to get there, and chances are he's going to be absolutely fine. You know? Taking care of himself, no problemo. And we'll suddenly grow a new respect for our badass friend, Lord Farron. But I doubt it. Whee. I mean, that's the way I need to go. But I'm gonna have to get over these walls. So let's just go ahead and switch rides. Get across the water on the skimmer so I don't have to swim. Ugh. Swimming is so annoying now that we have literal things that can jet over the water. Mounts changed this game so much for the better, I think. It's, you know, Kisty, I want your opinion on this, actually, when you go through, because when you play the base game, you will not have access to mounts until you purchase this expansion. Disable the Awakened Inquest Cannon. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm on a solo mission. Let's see if I can disable this cannon before it fires.
Almost ready.
I can tank a decent amount of damage from these miniones, and I might actually be able to kill the ones that are right here in the face hole before they kill me. There's an engineer repairing the cannon. I'm gonna have to kill him. But I need to get some of this heat off me first. Yep. I said heat off me first. Ow.
For great justice.
Boom. No, the base game is actually made for just running around plainly, and hell, a lot of the expansion is made for that as well. In fact, that first expansion, there were no mounts either. Now, that being said, the mounts from the second expansion make the first expansion 1,000 times easier. So once you do get the chance to play that second expansion, I highly recommend that you have mounts by that point. But anyway, the base game, you'll totally be fine just running around and using waypoints and all of those usual things. In fact, that's why you'll notice a lot of maps from the base game have, I'm gonna say, 16 to 20 waypoints in between them, but the expansions only have probably 3, or not expansions. These patch maps probably have only 3 in each map because you don't need as many. You've got the fucking mounts. Oh yeah, of course. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do this by myself. I'm gonna need more players, but there are no other players around right now.
For great justice.
Doug. Okay, here comes another Mender to try and defend. Let's see if I can stop his bitch ass. Stop! Oh no, he's immune. He is immune to my abilities to stop enemies in their tracks, which I'm usually pretty damn good at. There we go. Cool. He is dead. Fuck! And almost so am I. I'm gonna go out in the blaze of glory. Let's see if I can avoid killing that guy until I'm down. There we go. Insta rally. Cannon's down to 56%. Let's keep chugging away.
Almost there.
Artillery mender means he's going to be out here the whole time.
For great justice.
Got it. Oh, and it looks like a player came too. Awesome. Yeah, between two players, this is going to be a breeze. Especially considering it looks like he is... What are you? Where are you from? Oh, he is a warrior as well. Excellent. So that means he's going to be dumping out a buttload of damage too, y'all. Aw. Nobody hit me, so I couldn't rebound. But the cannon's down to 26% now. Yay! Yes. Yes, they are Harwood. And I'm very curious about what's going to happen with that show because you know who was a major influencer there? One Christopher Hardwick, who's currently kind of in the middle of a big old scandal. And it's unclear what's kind of going on there. So, I don't know. I know that, you know, it's largely Matt Groening and Netflix, so they could probably just not really mention it. So, but we'll see. We will see. Nice. Event complete.
Strong.
Now we got a whole bunch of extra goodies. Some good karma. Delicious 2,500 karma. And I can continue back towards the front lines as soon as I get out of combat. Come on, out of combat. Come on, good old-fashioned out of combat. Wait for it.
Nice gear.
I love that the command for that is literally just plunder. And whee! Oh, shit. And whee! Yes, you can actually just go right over the top of the wall. We don't have to stop and look for a place that it, you know, doesn't connect or whatever. And I'm gonna sit here and mine for a little bit. Yes, I know that's not your normal average mine. Yes, I have a special piece of mining equipment. It's a magic mining beam that rewards bonus unbound magic when gathering, in addition to the regular ore that we would get from it. Now, the movement ability that you'll be missing from the first expansion is this one, gliding. Gliding is so goddamn useful for just cruising along high on the breeze and not really having to worry about engaging in combat. Herp. Okay, Farron. Let's see what kind of trouble you've got. Oh my God, you're shirtless.
Rescuing him.
But I wasn't.
Why am I not
Delivered the
surprised?
explosives we need.
Commander.
Oh,
I did it. The scarabs almost
He
got
did it.
me. But the day needed saving.
You disobeyed
Thanks
a
to-
direct order, Farron.
Lord Farron. Hey.
It's
He did
true
it good.
we're stuck.
You be
The
nice to
bridge
him, me.
towers in
He
front
did
of
it good.
Joko's fortress make it impossible to approach.
Can't start the siege until they're down. Baron's demolition should do the trick.
I
Neat.
see. Farron, listen. You did good.
For Kryta and Amnon.
Taimi, I need Canuck and all non-human allies to rally at Joko's towers. This is it. We're going in.
You got it, Commander.
Get Farron
That sounds
patched
so
up
much
into
more
safety.
badass than it probably should have
Gridlock,
been.
hold the line here. I'll lead the charge.
We'll keep the Awakened off your back. Garen guaranteed.
All right. Well, let's get ready to go on to the next mission. Be my guest. But first, let's take a look around this beautiful, beautiful piece of map work that they've done here. We kind of peeked at the castle before. This is what's known as a vista. It's actually legitimately a place where you can appreciate some of the views and vistas that are around the maps. It's a nice big sweeping camera shot that shows you a lot of the architecture, neat stuff like that, and then you get to move on. And it gives you some bonus experience and some of that exploration bonus for doing so. Where I was talking about counting towards this treasure here, you'll see that vistas are in fact one of the things that are a requirement for that bonus. Queen Dollar, what do you say?
War agrees with you.
The biggest test is yet to come.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Kisty. And there are some of those vistas that are absolutely stunning. This particular one would probably be even better if it weren't for the hanging green deathly mist that just exudes from Joko's tower.
We fight to draw them away, then strike where they are not. Our survivors are ready for the final push. On your command.
Form up when you see the towers come down.
Yes, I imagine that those things that specifically are designed to eat your kind are probably going to be pretty bad for your kind. Since they're literally called ghost eaters. I kind of want to complete the heart event first because they might have some goody goods. So let's go down here and start killing some inquests. And a champion awakened abomination. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting close to that fucking thing. Unless there's at least 5 or 6 players here. Not a chance. Well, here we go. God, look at this fucking thing. It's unkillable at range and also counters attacks sometimes. So we have to be careful. Oh dear. That was a lot of damage it just did me. Oh, there we go. Now it's down. Now we can hit it with impunity. I need to be able to strip some boons off of him, actually. Because you see all of those that he has there. That's going to make him way more difficult to kill. He's doing more damage, regenerating health, all of that goodies. Oh, man. Damn. I was hoping to be able to block and counter some of his move there. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out that way. Yeah, that big tail swipe, I really want to try and either counter it or avoid it at all costs. Ah, but the timing on it is rather difficult. Thankfully, she's going to try and get me up, but not before I can apply a buttload of damage. Uh-oh. And get down, hooker. Good timing. Good timing on the knockdown, because that let me get her up without being attacked. And heal thyself. Shit, 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 shit. Okay, the good news is I have an ability here, Endure Pain, that allows me to not take any damage for, I believe it's 3 to 5 seconds, somewhere in there. Ooh. Awesome. And it looks like now we've got 3 players in this rented out and landscape. Yeah, landscape here who have deemed necessary to help me, which I appreciate. Ah, because my blocks are not doing it for me, babe. Oh shit, that's the counter right there. That's the big bad counter. We want to avoid that at all costs. Okay, get her up, get her up, get her up, up, get her up, get her up, get her up, up. Yay! Friends are friends. And you'll notice, Kisty, for example, who's about to start playing this game soon, I didn't have to get into a group with these people or coordinate with them, or what the fuck was that doing? Why is it going invisible? I don't like that it's able to go invisible, y'all. That seems like a bad thing. But we're all working together. We're not competing for loots. We're cool, or experience, or last hits, or anything like that. We're just playing the game. Just playing the game together. Having fun. Killing an abomination. And the bad news is, as more and more players gather, this thing's gonna get stronger. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Need help here.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm dead. Yo soy muerte. Thankfully, somebody... Well, nope, never mind. They were going to try and get me up, but I'm actually, like, dead, so I think they're just going to leave me here. I can hop back to this waypoint and run back here, because I feel like... It's a, what, 67% health? That should be enough time for me to wait. I'm getting heals. Nice-oo. Yes. Yes, good, Queen. But I do like the fact that the game doesn't make you have to cooperate with players, but it also doesn't, like, penalize you for doing so, I guess. And it doesn't make it difficult to do so, either. Ow. Ow. Double combo. He hit me hard. Chop, 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 chop. And I'm just going to sit here and do a ton of bleeding to his back leg. Because that's what I do for a living. Make things bleed. Counter. Good. I countered one of the hits, which means I only get hit for about 1,000 damage instead of 3. No thanks. Okay, that's the counter move. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Let's heal up some people that are knocked down. Don't worry, Ren. You've been with me this whole time, buddy. I got you. I got you. Yeah, and he can fucking pack one, too. Or take one. Oh, I wonder what's doing that particular boom of noise. Somebody who's got a very strong attack. I think it was probably what is known as a Chronomancer. It's a Mesmer subclass that allows you to cast slows and quicks and all kind of stuff like that out on allies. And heal the Necro again, as well as the Guardian. What did I say? Did I say the other person again? Yeah, that's what I do that too. That's the other thing that I'm famous for, other than killing and waking abominations and pumping out massive amounts of damage. Pew! Counter. Nice. Ren knows. Ren knows that I'm seeking him out to specifically heal him. Because we went in this shit together, dude. We both looked at this abomination and said, you know what? Today's the day. Today's the day when we become heroes. Nay, legends. For taking this bad boy out. Are you dead? No? Okay. That's just Bororo. There's Ren over there. Good. Ren in doubt? Necro it out. Also, what is she right now? Is that oh god, the sand necro? I forget exactly what the secondary subclass for a necromancer is. I went with the Reaper subclass because it uses a great sword as a big old scythe blade. Oh, I fell. 5% left. Bam! Got him. Got him. Got him. And oh, I need to be able to take out that meter. There we go. Let's. You know what? I'm going to use my ultimate, which has a ton of crowd control abilities, and should allow me to break that bar real quick. mostly by myself. Yep, there we go. Done and done. Abomination destroyed.
Refreshing.
Ooh, nice little steel chest there. We got a Palawan phylactery. That's going to give me some good looty loots there. And are you fucking kidding me? All of the awakened fighters that were killed during that battle, and I didn't get enough of the heart done to be able to... hate, all of my hate, all of my hate, hateful and bananas. Hadn't gotten a specialization for your necro yet. You're missing out, babe. Because let me tell you something, that Reaper specialization with the brand new stat combination they unleashed with this patch. Oh, I called the plague doctor. I told me what to do. He said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, gonna kill ya. It's going to be hits. I think it's vitality, condition damage, precision, or lethality, and healing. Yeah. So all of my minion abilities that, like, make my minions heal me and suck back health and all that good shit. Yeah, buddy. You want to talk about being great. Yeah, greatly enhanced, even. Oh, Jesus. Seems like this Crescent Arbiter decides to summon the fucking hammer of the gods. Or what was the name of that weapon in Gears of War? Didn't they have that stupid satellite fucking weapon that came down from the skies and it was a laser, like Thor's hammer or something like that? Bam! Okay, good news is I did get hit by that, but it didn't kill me. It only made me stronger.
I feel so.
Because I have that Endure Pain skill. That comes in so super handy when you get kind of stuck in a bad situation and you need to just be able to survive for a few seconds for whatever it is that you need to do. But you're not really sure whether you'll be able to do it with the ton of enemies that are around or whatever. Pop off the Endure Pain and suddenly you take 0 damage for a little while. Super handy. No, I didn't hear that they were redoing the Thief. That's kind of interesting. I don't think any of the elite specializations play well with a group. Because I like the base Thief. I think the base Thief is awesome. And right now I have her as the Daredevil, but even still, I don't use the Daredevil weapon. You know, I don't use the staff, really. I still use my double dags and the short bow. Because that's the best weapon combination. As a matter of fact, I don't use any of the new weapons on most of my people. With the exception of the occasional Warhorn and Greatsword combo on my Necro. But I mean, even still, it's only the Greatsword there that's from the Reaper spec. Because I tend to play more close range now that my Necromancer is more of a tank. It's kind of awesome. I literally think of him as the Undertaker, but a cat. In fact, might have to work on that.
Time to bust some heads.
I will say, this is definitely my main character, Queen. This is the one that I have the most time on, has the most pieces of Ascended equipment, you know. No legendaries, unfortunately. But definitely the most character progress and build. Of course, I still don't have any sort of secondary build, so like if I ever wanted to change around this guy's stats, it would take me a while. Chop, 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 chop. Aw, you sons of bitches. How dare you pull away my quarry with your dinosaur's tail? Yeah, same. Same with this character. Whee! So, each of the mounts, you'll notice, have an ability that you can use with them that is some sort of engage ability that'll get you into combat in a hurry and in an advantageous position. For example, the dinosaur that you just saw me running around, the raptor that you just saw me running around in, it has the ability to do that giant tail sweep that you just saw, which will actually pull in enemies at a pretty decent range to the center. So I can start whirling away with my whirling axe and gain a ton of adrenaline and start pumping off other skills immediately. The Springer, almost called it Thumper again, has another engage ability that you've seen me use it a couple times, where it kind of like somersaults up into the air, does a couple of front flips rather, and then comes down hard, which actually knocks down enemies for 2 whole seconds because I've kind of boosted it a bit. And then my beautiful land skimmer here has a barrel roll engage. It barrel rolls forward, dashing me forward like so, and actually lays down heals on anyone that I hit that with. And then of course the sand jackal mount has a pounce that allows me to damage them as I get close, like so. But this particular sand jackal, which by the way, check out how awesome that thing looks. For real. That is a jackal made of sand, y'all. It has a secondary ability in that it can blink dash while in the air. And you can use it 3 times in a row. So it becomes very cool to kind of skim your way around a particular battleground quickly. And you can avoid damage in that mode because you're literally blinking between places. And yes, as Queen said, there is a 5th mount that I don't have right now that has a swoop ability. And then now a 6th that was just added with this patch, the roller beetle, which I'll probably get here in a little bit after we come back from break. Because I'm going to keep killing these fucks until I get this heart, and then we're going to go to break, and then when we come back, we're going to keep playing away on this map here. There we go. Beautiful. Because now that's 4 out of 5 of these merchants that I've done. And I think... yes, getting closer to map completion, my friends. Closer and closer indeed.
Kick Joko's tail, Commander.
Why,
That's
yes,
the idea.
Ridlock, I plan to do that. Can I use you as a vendor? We have enough karma to be able to get another bundle of inscribed shards. But I can only do one of those a day. And they cost so much. Oh, Mini Lord Farron. Dude, he looks super dope in his battle armor, too. I think that's actually an armor that I can get, if I'm not mistaken. And then we can transform into a swarm of mini golems? What? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of really want to see what that does, even though it's super expensive for how little karma I technically have in my coffers right now. I kind of need to know what it looks like to transform into a swarm of miniature golems. Let's find out. This may be how we end up going into break right here. Oh, look at me. I'm little tiny nanobots. Dude, that's super cool. Not at all what I was expecting. Super cool. And then, of course, I can return at any time to end the transformation. Oh, wow. I mean, it's a cheap effect because it's literally just facing me at all times, so it's not even really 3D, you know? But it is super cool. And I can literally just kind of like... do you remember the game Everything? Where you were able to just swarm around as anything and everything that you could... that's what we're doing right now. We are a robot swarm. I can't... ooh! I can spring my wings out of this robot cloud. Okay, that looks pretty goddamn funny. Not gonna lie. With my Largos water wings floating around as a group of androids. Kind of cool. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is where we're going to take ourselves a short break, and when we come back, it's time to get ourselves a roller beetle, or at least work 2. I've got a guide on how to do that, so hopefully we can do it pretty quickly. It seems like There are 3 collections that we need to do, and I'm working my way through them. Was it you? Was it you that I needed to do? There was something that I needed to kill that goddamn golem for anyway. I don't remember. But anyway. Where is it? Beetlejuice. We need to finish up first. I need to get the last 6, 7, 6. Because this one just means we go back with all the medicines. And we will have our first steps done towards getting ourselves Petey the roller beetle. So when we come back, we're going to work on this. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't you dare go anywhere. You're watching this on twitch.tv/. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim. Welcome back to more Guild Wars 2. And we are going to try and get myself a roller beetle mount. Because Daddy needs it real bad, y'all. I kind of want to make sure that I can track the progress on this easier. So, I'm going to go here to the achievement screen, find Beetlejuice, and track the achievement. So that pops it up here so that I can just easily click on it and get to it every time. I need to go around and find some of these other serums that are around because, well, we got to juice our bug, y'all. And the next one that I need is actually going to be, annoyingly enough, in a place I haven't gone to yet. Ugh. Okay. It'll be easiest to pick these up first, however. Notifications aren't going off again. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Let me go ahead and just hit refresh on that just for shits and giggles. And then, Streamlabs, come to me. Make me do 2-factor authentication. Which, don't get me wrong, I love. Because it means that none of you fucks will ever be able to get into my system. Oh, and it. So whatever did it say? Oh shit. I have 4 fucking redemptions here. Dare you to change your server? No! 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 I will not change my server! I refuse! And I believe that I did those, all of those kitties, so we're good there. I refuse to change my server, Queen. Never gonna happen. Not ever. I love my server too much. Especially to go play on a European one. Ew. It just feels dirty. So let's see. My first pickup is actually going to be not too far away from here. It is... supposed to be right around here. Actually. Oh, no, I lied. I lied. There it is. Yes, I am looking at a map. Yes, that is cheating. No, I don't care. It's these secret caches that we're looking for. Because they are going to have the items that I need inside. Oh, you son of a bitch, you stupid dust mites. Fine, I'll kill you first. I'll loot second. Let the gods sort them out. Audio is off sync by a bit. God, why are there so many problems everywhere? And I'm trying to put them all out. Hold on, Petey. We got the next bug juice. The untested speed serum. Okay. Next one is going to be right thither. It'll actually be easier for me to just click on the waypoint, go back down there, and then walk from there. Then to even mount up and run all that way. Whee! We glide. Oh man, that's a neat meat on a hook. And there's the secret cache. Perfect. Right next to a veteran basilisk. Shit. It's gonna come... Oh, too late. Ha ha. Got it, you fuck. Now I'm still gonna kill it because why the hell not? It's gonna be good experience and probably some good loots and... well, I can. Without too much bother. Just keep circle strafing. Just keep strafing. Just keep strafing. What do? We strafe. And then, of course, block an attack, backfire, and chop, 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 chop. That's so much bleeding damage, you guys. It means that even if I don't get to hit him for a few seconds, he's still gonna die relatively quickly. And last but not least, we're going right there. And I believe I'm going to use my water skimmer because the skimmer actually has a nice little trait that makes it go faster over water. And yes, even the thinnest layer of water counts as going over water. So away we trot. Whee! Uh-oh. Avoid the poison. It's already starting to die, as you can see. Yes, if the mount dies, it will kick us off of this thing, too. So we want to try and avoid that for as long as possible. Okay. 6 out of 10 for Petey. And now it's time to go to this northern part of the map that I haven't been to yet. Alright. Can I maybe get out of combat? Can I get out of combat? Can a brother get out of combat? There we go. Cool. I was about to say, because, like, if I'm sitting here in combat this whole time, I might as well start running. But if it's going to just spit me right out, never mind. We're good. And then I need to switch my view so that I can know where we're going. Up here. Man, that's so far away. All right. Let's start the walk. Well, I guess the ride, because we do have mounts. And my little raptor runs so fast over the ground. Whee! And with his big, long jumps, it makes traveling around even faster. Do, 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 do. Whee! One of the ways they tried to do that, Queen, with to expound upon your point for Juno, is that in the original game, they actually gave you NPC partners that you could group up with if you didn't want to group together with players, so that you could build a balanced group and still play solo. But they changed that for Guild Wars 2 in giving pretty much everyone the ability to tank, to heal, and to do DPS. There are some classes that are better at it than others. For example, the Elementalist is fantastic at being a healer because most of its water attunement skills allow it some sort of either hard CC or healing or both. I need to get up there to that point at some point. Ow, I got knocked down by this stupid Jacaranda. Ugh, I hate these guys the most. Because they, A, heal themselves at inopportune times. Like when they're like this, starting to heal himself a lot. Now, to be fair, my bleeds take care of most of his ability to heal. But if I had some more consistent stuns, it would be easier to stop that. Anywho. Hurt. Yeah, it's literally the number 6 skill for every single person. Is the healing skill.
I have an idea.
What? What the what is happening here? The Choya are dancing around this rock monument. I demand to know what's happening here. These guys are absolutely adorable and terrifying, and why are they dancing around in a circle? Also, I don't think I quite realized that the Choya are taller than me. That's new. Like the little small guys, I thought that they were way smaller than that. But no, that's that sense of scale that Harwood was talking about. Fucking with you again. I am a tiny human in a very big world. Okay, sure, why not? Researcher Teb. It looks like he's got a little quest for us here. Movement Analyzer. I'm close to a breakthrough, Commander. You see the way those Choya are dancing down there. I've been studying them closely, and I think it may form a non-verbal language. Certain moves are repeated in ways that follow rudimentary language patterns. I think each move may represent an entire idea rather than individual words. You copy their dance moves, of course. I can use a replication device to make you look like a Choya and go shake a tail feather. Done. Oh my god, I am now a Choya. Which is super disgusting. Why do I have to be a blue one? I want to be a red one. And it looks like I've got sway, clap, roar, hop, and spin. Okay, so let's dance with the Choya. No. Okay, we're going around in the circle. And then they kind of do that number, but... Oh, I'm watching the guys in the center here. And then hop. I gotcha. And then it looks like another hop. Yeah, you can see the little ping there. That's sway. Cool. Still swaying. Still swaying. This is weird. And now we're hopping. Oh, little hoppy boy. And now we're spinning, spinning. What do? We spin. Uh-huh. And then, what the hell is that? Is that roar? Yeah, that's roar. They're like beating their chests and shit. Okay. And then that's sway again. I have to do this for another minute? Spin. And I guess I'll begin to understand Choya language. You know what would be really cool? Because there actually are some maps in the expansion back in the Crystal Desert that allow you to interact with Choya. It would be kind of neat. Nope, wrong one. There we go. It would be kind of neat in doing this quest if it allowed you to communicate with the Choya from now on. That's clap. That's hop. Another hop. 20 seconds left. That's roar. This is so weird. I mean, I love weird little missions like this because not everything has to be about choppy, murder. You know? Sometimes you just want to jam out with a bunch of cactuses. Awesome.
Let's see if this is the noun.
Uh-huh.
We long for the destruction of our squishy oppressors.
Oh, no. The Choya are out to murder
I
us.
just made a translation error. Why don't you come back later?
And away they go. Aww. Their dance is done now. Now that we've done the quest, they go home to plot our murder. Neat. Okay, so to finish up the last two things that I need, I'm going to head... it looks like right here. Map reading skills are important, kids. Whee! And there's one secret cache right here, because they're kind of located right next to each other, which is super nice. Boop. Don't focus on him, hyena. I'm the one murdering you right now. And hold on, Petey. I only need one more. It's right here. Awesome. It was literally right here. Sweet. So now we can go back and give this secret bug juice to our good friend Petey and complete this first part of getting a new mount. trying to remember what ceiling he was on. He's on a roof of one of these buildings, but which one? That's camp lookout, camp lookout, camp lookout, camp lookout. Here. Is it the one with the awning? Nope, that's another camp lookout. Son of a bitch. Oh, there's Bish. Bingo. Found him. Hey, Petey, let's do this thing. Oh, Petey transformed. Enhanced speed, strength, toughness. Petey has evolved into Petey Plus. I dare say if you had a saddle, you could even ride him. Ooh. And a saddle would be incredibly easy for me to build, says Bish, out of these spare parts. If we can get more of them. Beetle saddle. Great. Okay. Let's see. Beetle saddle. Drop by Awakened Inquest in this realm. Don't worry about this right now, as you'll kill plenty of Inquest on your way to get number 2. So unfortunately, this one's not quite as straightforward as the one previous. We will get the beetle notes by just killing the Awakened Inquest, but we're gonna have to do very specific things to get the rest of these, it seems. Defeat the Mark II Golem in Mount Maelstrom. Fuck you. Collected from a legendary leyline anomaly in its final moments. Fuck you. And then place the... Okay, so at least the last 2 are just come back and saddle up. Okay. So, let's see. Search Inquest Lab equipment near Jobby Hollows. Which is where? Oh, on this map. Neat. Oh, shit. I accidentally exited out of my guide. Oops. There it is. God bless you, Delphi. What would I do without you? Okay, so our first piece is, like I said, here on this map. It's in that Inquest area that was up underneath this part of the map. Where? Why is it not showing me the underground? It should be showing me the underground right now, but it's not. Anyway, it's right over here. So we're going to be able to go, come... Am I reading this map wrong? Oh, biscuits. Biscuits and gravy. I am definitely reading it wrong. It's right there, you dingle-dang. All right. That is the time-consuming part about a lot of these journey quests that they give you for some of the goodies that, you know, a lot of games would unlock behind money. You know, a game like World of Warcraft, if they offered a new mount, it would probably be a skin. It would probably be a pretty neatly designed skin and have different animations and stuff like that. But it would basically function relatively the same and probably cost you about $5 in the store. But in Guild Wars 2, when they give you an additional bonus, something like that, usually you gotta earn that bitch. Like the quest to get you that secret 5th mount that they introduced, the Griffin mount. I still haven't got it because it turns out to be a huge gold and time sink because of all the requirements that it has. And so it becomes a to-do. like an actual to-do list at a certain point, and that can turn some people off to it. Like, I can understand why someone would be perfectly happy never getting a Griffin mount. I've been able to not have one this whole damn time, been perfectly happy, able to get around most of the places that I need to, and especially considering that if I happen to find a nest for one, hell, I can just go and pick it up, you know, and ride around a Griffin that way. There are still other ways to get it besides having a summonable one of my own. That being said, I have a feeling that once I actually get one, that's going to change. Ooh, nice. Inquest Beetle notes. Received already. And yeah, Queen, I imagine that the legendary anomaly and the Inquest Golem are probably going to take me the most time. A lot of bounties are going to be active a lot of the time. Nice, that's 2 out of 9. But getting the rest is going to be a bitch. Okay, 1 part down. The Shadow Creator Seal. Collect a bounty here in the domain of Korna. Let's go check out the board. So one of the things that were introduced in Path of Fire, this second expansion, were bounties. They were super powerful enemies that were spawned from our mishaps in destroying the dragons. They put out a whole buttload of additional magical energies into the world. Certain creatures absorb them, and they become champion and legendary bounties for us to go and kill. Hunt down Cobblecom. You know what? Are there any players that are doing bounties right now? That will help me figure out where I should go. Doing portals for the Hollow Mastery Point? No. Champ up? No. So it looks like this commander here, Largo the Wall, might be getting close to the bounty target. And that may mean that that person is trying to drag people with him to that champ. Let's watch. These are players that have deemed themselves worthy to be watched, worthy to be grouped around, say. They're either leading a charge on a quest or actively are open to players coming and playing around them. It can be a neat way to ad hoc group on a map. You say, I have a tag myself. It's called a mentor tag. I don't remember how to turn it on right now though, but that part's not important. And it allows me to put up a little tag above my head that shows up on the map wherever I go that says, hey, if you happen to see me and you want to play, you know, alongside, you have any questions, you having a tough time with something, flag me. I'm here to play. I'm here to have fun. And that can be kind of a cool way for new players to find the friendlies around. Which, I mean, to be fair, Guild Wars 2 has one of the best communities I've ever seen in a video game. Like, 98% of the time, it is absolutely a pleasure to even just have map chat open a lot of the times. And if you've ever played any sort of massively multiplayer anything, you'll know that that fucking chat can be a garbage heap. Somebody challenging him? No. Fuck. I think I might have accidentally spawned him by just getting close, unfortunately. And find lay energy orbs to discharge a damaging buildup. Attack from up close to identify a weak spot. And me by myself am not going to be anywhere near strong enough to be able to take his ass down. I'm either gonna have to seek out another object right now or find another bounty that people are actually doing. But this may be an exact point to just kind of show the fact that the players are pretty friendly. So if I put out a message that says, hey, is anybody working on the bounties right now? I'll either get a no, fuck off, or yeah, sure, come join me. I'm doing this one. Oh, bounty maps on the looking for group tool. Okay, let's see. Looking for group. Open world, maybe. Domain of Corna. Meta, bounty for beetle. Neat. Neat complete. So I can go ahead and just straight up join this group without even that much a bother. And where the hell are they? Join in Domain of Corna. There we go. I was like, I know there's a way for me to join their specific map and instance. What is it? There it is. And they are currently kind of all spread around everywhere. And here you can see right here. Players in a different instance of this map, but I just jumped to this instance. Or their instances, I guess. Mount Maelstrom, Domain of Corna, Domain of Corna. Hell? But I wanted to jump to their instance. There they are. Neat. And thankfully it's exactly the one that I want to kill too. But you'll see, this Comic-Con actually has different attributes. This one is phase shifted, so it avoids attacks from outside of the designated area, which right now is here at the range. And then also creates spinning lasers. So the ley line energies actually end up giving these enemies different powers at random. And that can be either very easy, you know, if you happen to get a pairing that isn't that bad, or super fucking hard to kill. Like, this one can be a bitch if you're fighting a particular boss that does a lot of damage at melee range, because it absolutely forces everyone to fight within melee range. Beetle saddle part. Shadow Creator Seal. Perfect. And I got a buttload of other stuff too. Ley Lines Infused Sands. Bottle of Sajahar's Choice, which is the trophy that I needed for the saddle. Branded Geoderma. Neat. I will use all those. I will use the phylactery that we picked up earlier. I will use that boy there to get some extra karma. And I will use all those cloth crates there to give me some extra cloth. Dope. Let's see. I can also... I don't want to use the common gear. I will use the
Nice gear.
masterwork gear, because a lot of the times those can come out as higher quality weapons and items than they actually did right now. Just a bunch of shitty greens that are better as materials than actual items. But occasionally you can get lucky and you can get an exotic or even higher to drop from one of those random items of lower quality. That was a thing that they implemented here with this second expansion to sort of alleviate the inventory clutter that can come from this game. As you can see, just along the years, I've gathered so much shit. In fact, we did get a good weapon from one of those bags here, this Elonian War Sickle, which actually looks pretty cool, and is an axe, I think. Yep, rare axe. And how does it sell? Probably terribly, because everyone should have one by now. 11 silver, that's not bad. It's better than the 0 silver I would get from it otherwise. And consume. Beautiful. Okay, so next piece of the thing is by killing steam creatures in Lornar's Pass. God, that's back in the base game. Jeez, crumb. Lornar's Pass is an old dwarven area right here. And if I remember right, Steam creatures like to populate themselves right here in the Lake of Lamentation. So let's drop in and see if we can't create some mayhem. This is near the Priory, if I'm not mistaken. The Derman Priory, which is one of the orders that you can join to take back the armies of the base game, to fight off the undead dragon Zaitan. And there are 3 of them around the world. There's the Order of Whispers, the Priory, and oh god damn it, I can never remember the other ones because they're so brain dead. I hate playing them. Leave squad. Do you remember Queen? Can you please tell me so that it doesn't bother me for the fucking next ever? Because what the hell is that? Mordrum Researcher. The Vigil. Thank you. The Vigil operate as the frontline defenders. They are your soldiers, your tanks, and everyone like that. Your Order of Whispers people are definitely more of the infiltrate and destroy from the inside variety. And then the Priory, it composes a lot of your magical scholars and people who deem that information about your enemy is going to be your best weapon in war. And you get to kind of choose which one of those orders you want to join along the way. Personally, I went with the Order of Whispers because, well, I do like secrets. Many, many, many secrets. And as you can see, there are a lot more players in this area than you would otherwise think because, well, people got to slay them steam creatures for the goodies. And as you can see, it's even helping me do another quest over here that I forgot to do a long time ago. How is the warrior class? I like the warrior class because there is so the warrior is the melee tank, as you would imagine. But there is also a magical tank called the Guardian. I don't play that class very much, but it does exist. So, whereas the warrior is much better at getting in there, getting dirty, and getting out relatively unscathed, it's not the best class as far as sheer raw numbers of damage. Now, when you're fighting with the warrior, it's usually a battle of attrition. Can I last longer than you in the fight? I like to play my warrior as part tank, part condition dealer. My build has myself set up to have a high chance of critical hitting. I'm currently leveled down to 33 because I'm in a lower level area, but normally I have a 40% chance, and then when I hit this skill, it actually jumps to 60% chance of dealing a critical hit. Now, that's important in a number of ways because it does more damage, but I also have a lot of traits that say, nope, where? There we go. I have a chance to inflict bleeding on critical hits, and bleeds that I apply last longer. I have another one that does vulnerability on crits. I have another one that allows me to deal extra damage to enemies that have vulnerability, and things like that. And you can kind of build your skills around your stats. I have a lot of power, a lot of precision, a lot of toughness, and a lot of vitality. Although I could probably parse this down even more to even fewer stats to focus power even more. My armor and my life are definitely my highest skills, but that critical hit chance is super duper important. And you'll notice, let's see, precision there, precision there, precision there, precision there, and a lot of conditioned damage. Now, why would you go conditioned damage over conditioned duration? I already have one thing that improves my conditioned duration, but I would actually prefer to pump all of my points into doing more damage per tick than more ticks over time, because then you kill quicker. To me, that war of attrition should only last as long as you need it to, like I was talking about with this particular class. And so playing it that way for me just takes the most advantage of my skill set. Drawn by golems in the domain of Korna. Single veteran Mark II golem that spawns right at the gates of Gandera. You know what? I fucking killed that thing several times earlier as I was picking up that quest for, Ritlock. Right here, in front of the story point. I remember killing that golem several times. Yes, it is, Juno. Hang on one moment. Let me tell you about how big this fucking map is. Because it is huge. Especially when you compare it to the original game that Guild Wars 2 was. Doubly so when you compare it to Guild Wars 1 and the way that it used to be as well. The map is now officially so big, it used to be able to fit all on one screen when you zoomed out. Nah, there's no chance to do that shit anymore. This map is huge. What is the base game map? The base game map runs from here to here, pretty much. Yeah, that's gonna be your best area. This would be a home city. This is a home city. This is a home city. This is a home city. And this is a home city. And you end up exploring around all of these areas that my mouse is hovering over right now. A lot of these areas will take you through most of the races that you'll find along the way, including a bunch that you can't play as, which is really disappointing because there's like a race of polar bears up here, and then there's a race of hawk people that guard gates here that you'll never be able to get inside because the developers of this game hate connecting anything back to the original game. And you'll end up going down here in the final missions of the game to conquer the base. And end up taking down your first Elder Dragon, spoilers. And then they started what is called the Living Story, which expanded the map in interesting ways by literally just expanding the map. They would add on sections where people would start to speculate, like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Why is there just a random 80 up here in the Woodland Cascades? I've never noticed that before. That usually denotes that there's an area to explore there. What the fuck is that? Also, I think I'm getting killed. No, things are just dying around me, okay. But anyway, they started adding on expansions to the first game. Right here in the Sea of Sorrows was one of the first new maps that they added on, and it was a pretty neat little expanded area that allowed you to take on a new race of creatures, the Karka, which was these really creepy arachnid-like monsters that are coral-legged and have dangly eyeball sacs, and it's pretty cool. And then they started adding on, preparing for the first expansion. The first expansion added on several maps here in the heart of Maguma, which took you deep into the jungles. And these were living story maps that were added on to sort of bridge the gaps from the base game to the first expansion. I think at that point they were doing a release every 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. And to varying strengths. Some were better than others, some were kind of stalling patterns, and then when they actually needed to land a boom, oh my god, some of those chapters were absolutely stellar with the size and scale of the events that they did. Unfortunately, a lot of Living Story Season 1 is no longer available because they did not implement some sort of archiving method by which you could go back and play those old episodes. Now, by the time Living Story Season 2 came around, after the first expansion hit, that was more thought of. And you do have the ability, if you start playing the game right now, to actually go back and buy Season 2 and 3 of the Living Story to play those back. You know, Queen, you may be right, because there's definitely one here, and then this one here, whatever the fuck that is. So I think you may be right. It might be a guild hall. But anywho, then they added in the first expansion, which added the Verdant Brink, the Auric Basin, Tangled Depths, Dragon Stand, all which led to taking down your second Elder Dragon. And the second Elder Dragon was right over here in a really awesome boss fight there. Then they started adding the Living Story Season 2, which took you to the Ring of Fire and Ember Bay, places that were very important in Guild Wars 1, and sort of primed up, for the second expansion, Path of Fire, which would take us over here to the Crystal Desert, where we would start to, let's see, how to kind of succinct months and months worth of shit into statements. The Living Story had us stop 2 Elder Dragons from running amok and realizing that they were actually kind of having a thorn in their side, the same thorn in both of their sides. That thorn in their side ended up being the main bad guy for the second expansion, who will go mostly unnamed for now. And he wanted to come and kill this boy that created this massive pink line right here. He was originally resting here, absorbing magics, biding time, being all crystalline and cool, not a problem. And then some jackass had to come and poke him with a stick, and then he flew all the fuck the way down here, branding everything in the way until he reached right here, having absorbed 2 other dragons' powers along the way. So all of the dead of every race, creed, and kind who were here were then instantly revived as crystalline creatures of just death and doom. Think obsidian parsed with lightning and a dash of amethyst sprinkled on top. Yeah, not a fun way to go out. Or to be revived, I'm gonna say. And so we stop that thorn in the side from killing the 3rd dragon, because now we know that that has terrible, like almost world-ending effects. And Living Story Season 4 started, where we find an old enemy, Palawa Joko, started to cause trouble down here in an area that he conquered while the cat was away. He diverted this whole river here. The Elon River used to run from the mountains here in Dazlana all the way down to the ocean in Dajka. Palawa Joko said no, and created this unnatural barrier, which is why we couldn't actually come down to a lot of the desert for a while, and decided that this whole area was going to be his new home. And he has conquered it pretty effectively. We end up freeing him accidentally during the course of the campaign of the second expansion, and he ends up running amok. Now he has come back to roost and trying to take over the rest of the world here in this Living Story Season 4. You are now completely caught up with the story. Not too shabby, I gotta say. Like, for a very rambling, very not written down, off the top of the head recap of everything that has happened in this game. Not bad. It even kind of made sense. Okay, the skimmer's gonna be best here, going across these sulfuric waters. And as you can see, like, the difference between me going over the water and the land is vastly different. Watch. Slow. Fast, slow. Fast. So whenever we can, it's best to take the skimmer over the water, even if it is a little bit around your ass to get to your elbow. You remember how I was talking about the Blink Dog here? Blink Dog has another special skill, being able to jump through these sand portals and get to the other side, which the other side is way far away from where we came, on the other side of the front line, you'll notice. And it's actually a nice quick way to get over here, rather than having to jump over the stupid vine wall, which, as you can tell, is plainly in our way. Of course, now I've got to jump up the rock wall, but hey, not everything can be easy in this game. Whee! God, there's a lot of players around here. You can tell because you'll instantly get that little bit of chugging. Oh, Jesus! I just stomped right down and picked it up. Awesome. Collected a legendary leyline anomaly. Where are those? I forget where those even are. Shit. So, here's something really cool about this fucking game. Guild Wars 2 has a Wikipedia page, as most games do. Guild Wars 2 deemed it handy to actually integrate the Wikipedia page into the game. Right? So, if I'm to type in /wiki, like you would /dance or any other emote, legendary ley line anomaly, and hit enter, it'll actually shift out of the game, back over to my browser, and bring up a Wikipedia entry about this anomaly. Did I? Ah, shit. I spelled it wrong. Anomaly. Anomaly. Where the fuck are you? Really? Really? So the legendary leyline anomalies are glowy men that look like they have neurons made of magic. That will march from one side of a map to the other. And you'll need to destroy it quickly before it dissipates. And ends up, I guess, dealing mass damage to a lot of players or whatever. So there are 3 maps that it can be in. I'm going to pick one of those 3 and let's hope for the best. Actually, I can do better than that because I wonder, now that it's part of a meta, I bet you that there are groups over here for it. Iron Marches, Timberline Falls, Gandaren Fields. What the hell? Don't want Desert Highlands, I want... Oh. Central Tyria. Duh. It's kills. Meta. No. Poopy Pants. Claw of Jormag. Shatterer. No. No. Okay, looks like not so much. Fine, I'll just teleport over to the map and see what happens. The Iron Marches are... right here? There they are. And if I remember right, he just kind of circles around the entire map, so... hopefully we get lucky. We just happen to spawn near him. Wouldn't that be neat? Oh, really? The Leyline Anomaly event spawns at the 20-minute mark every 2 hours. And then we can use a ley-infused lodestone. Do I have one of those? To figure out what map it's going to be on. I think I might actually have one of those in my bank back in my house. The neat thing is, it's the 29-minute mark, which means it did just spawn somewhere. Don't know where, but it spawned somewhere. Iron Marches, Timberline Falls, Gandaren Fields. Let's see. If it's not on this map, it might be on one of the others. No, that's escorting a shipment. What are you? Calfang Star. No, that's definitely not it. What about up north, by chance? Nope, doesn't seem to be here. Okay. Next map is Gandaren Fields. Over here. The 25 to 35 map. And last but not least, we'll try Timberline Falls. I have a feeling it might be there as well. It's got to be somewhere. Like I said, it's 9 minutes, 10 minutes now past when it would have spawned. And I sincerely doubt that many players are kind of scouting around for it. Maybe small groups here and there. But due to the ad hoc nature, it's not like you need to group together to get stuff like that done. So, you know, sometimes you just luck out on a good not group. Let's see. Okay. That's his path there, huh? I wonder if... Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a group event that you end up being able to see pretty goddamn clearly. Unfortunately, this anomaly isn't one of the world bosses that's tracked by the world boss timer. So I'm kind of just going to have to get lucky. What about up here? By chance. Who knows? Okie dokie. Then last but not least, we'll try Timberline Falls and hope for the best. It's the third map, and it spawns every 2 hours, which means that it has a 3 and 2 chance of being somewhere, right? I know that's not a proper fraction. That's literally the point. But this guy kind of has a good idea. Just run around the map until you hopefully find something. Oh my god, he just took off on that ramp thanks to that roller beetle. And he is gone, buddy. You remember how far that loading distance was for Farron last night? I can't see that guy anymore. That's how fucking gone he is on that roller beetle. That's insane. I need him so bad. I need my PD. I need him, my PD. Looks like people are doing an event in here. Yeah, I know I look useful. Too bad I'm not useful to you. A fissure. Wait a minute. These fissures, I think, are forming because of the ley line anomaly. I think. At least I'm pretty sure they're not because of... Oh, they're for the heart quest. Damn it! Never mind. Son of a bitch. And I'll bet by now it probably has been killed, if it did exist on this map. Okay. I'll go search for another item instead. Because the only other one that I need is the Mark II Golem, which isn't going to be around for a while either. The next Golem Mark II, Jesus, spawns in 2 hours and 25 minutes. Jiminy Christmas. That's a long time from now. And unfortunately, I have to get those last 2 items before I can continue on with the next part of getting the beetle thing. I gotta get the ley line anomaly and defeating the Mark II Golem in Mount Maelstrom. And it's not gonna be spawned for 2 hours and 24 minutes and 28 seconds. Which will be, what? Midnight? Yeah, midnight. Fuck me. Unfortunately, well after we have to finish streaming tonight, because I can't stay up that damn late. Well, I mean, I can, but not streaming, because I'll never get to bed. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but like, when I get done streaming at night, it takes me hours before I feel like going to sleep, because I love hanging out with you guys so much. I feel so jazzed. Even if I'm like super duper tired, by the time I get out of here, it takes me a little while before I'm able to actually close my eyes and drift away. Just drift away. Oh my god, where are you running, you stupid beast? Yes, yes, I know. All that for talons that I can barely use and end up just selling for scrap. But it was annoying me. I was getting bit from the golem. Oh, you're bit from the golem while I was fighting steam creatures. Well, good. I'm glad you were able to get that done at least. And you say that it would have just spawned in Iron Marches, so in 2 hours, oh, fuck you. It'll be in Gandaren Fields. So I should probably be in Gandaren Fields at 11. God, I hate planning my night around a video game. That's so annoying. That's the one bad part about a lot of these fetchy collections that they put into the game. A lot of them are fixed to world bosses that are on timers, and it kind of just takes the immersion away. I think that I can't just sit here and fucking plow through all of these things because that's how bad I want it. And instead I end up time gated through things. It feels very mobile game. Do you know what I mean by that? It feels like a cheap move that's made to artificially extend the amount of time that I'm going to be playing this game, when really I just kind of want to get down to business and move on. You know? You know? And I still don't have the $1,000 little magic that I would need to be able to get a scroll so that the rest of my goddamn characters can make it here. Ooh, and it would activate a corn and supply cache in my home. That would be cute. Omicron Latigo strap. That's a crafting material for something. I just don't know for what. I mean, I bought one, so I've got it. I don't know what it's for, but I got it. And here is, in fact, that combination of stats that I was talking about that they just added in for this patch. The Plague Doctor's inscription, which does condition damage, vitality, concentration, healing power. Now, concentration is actually a new stat that they use to combine precision and critical damage. Am I mistaken? What is? No, concentration raises your boon duration. My bad. So then that would actually kind of change around the way that I play a little bit, because there is another perk that I don't have on right now. That means that every time I get a critical hit, I can gain might. A power which simply just makes me stronger. Interesting. Now, that would be definitely more useful on my necromancer. Let's call that what it is. Because being able to heal myself and deal those stolen boons that a necromancer often ends up getting to myself for longer. Well, I mean, you almost can't pass that up, can you? So what do I do now? I mean, I guess I could go ahead and try and finish the story mission. After all, Paulo Ajoko is inviting us to be his guest. That seems like fun. And apparently, the ending to this episode is pretty damn good, so I want to see it. Whee! Whee! Excuse me while I just jump past everything dangerous. Except for the Awakened Abomination again. I might come back over here and fight it again because it did give some pretty damn good loots. And it's, let's say 25% remaining. Boop. Gotcha, bitch. 27. Damn, I'm good. Jump, 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 jump. As you can see, the more particle effects that are around, the harder it is to actually keep yourself at a steady frame rate. Especially considering that I think I'm still super sampling right now and also streaming the game, which is itself a double super sample. So like, there's a lot of information going around right now, we'll say. I think that's fair. I'd say that's fair. And I'm dead. Me and all my talk about how tough I am. And I'm fucking dead. Great. 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 Event succeeded. Yay! I did it. And I got a bonus. Yay! Uh-oh. Unfortunately, that means that the Crescent Arbiter is back and he's laying down some lasers. And I get to run away and go into the story. Oh, good night, Queen. Thank you so much for hanging out, dear. Have a good night. Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie a napkin around your neck, Shaddy, and we'll provide the rest. Oh, you see that Ridlock and all of his boys are locked in combat over there.
Commander, Canuck's trying to sneak the explosives past their front line. Thinks he's back in the Shining Blade.
Crap. Well, I guess we're gonna have to. Oh, well, there he is.
What about the towers?
There's a bone over there. I got a bone to pick with all of you undead.
There's
Hey, Juno. Good. I'm glad you're still here. Oh, Jesus.
Let's go kick in Joko's front door. Who's with me?
Good job, Canuck. Let's find a way to that main gate. And we're probably going to want to avoid...
The Omicron have this handled.
Yep, a lot of this as much as possible. Good job, Timey. You're doing great, girl. Keep being awesome. Keep being awesome. I believe in you. And some of these mummies decide to break away from the fray, getting themselves moited. Anyone else? Anyone else? Crap. These are not your average mummies. They're gonna be slightly more annoying. And stop it! That big old area attack really hurts and also knocks down anybody in the area unless you knock him down first. That is a genuine interrupt right there, my friends. I don't have many, but the ones that I have are incredibly effective. Like this one, that completely blocks me in a 360-degree radius, and if anybody hits me, it's area damage for a pretty good amount. And it also copies conditions that would be applied to me, reduces all damage done to me by 100%, and gives me stability for several seconds too, which means I can't be knocked down by other bullshit attacks like that. It's kind of a super duper power, and was the mastery that you got from this expansion. So with each expansion, they've actually added on to the character classes themselves in new and fun ways. They've basically made each class have, like I was kind of talking about earlier, subclasses that you can specialize in. The base skills and elite skill comprise one build. The first expansion added on a second kind of build, and then a third was added in this second expansion, Path of Fire. And they're usually pretty thematic to the area that you're in too. For example, for the warrior has your standard burst abilities and flurries and abilities to do lots of damage in specific areas and wider at special moments, we'll say. That's kind of how they balance the class. Most of the time it's directed mostly forward. I have some superpowers that allow me to be a little bit more a lot of effective for a short period of time. like damage denial, like this ability Rampage, which gives me, let's see. I was gonna say extra health and stuff, but I don't think it does that. It does reduce damage done to me though, and physically makes me grow in size. That's kind of cool. Gives me a whole bunch of new skills here in this first bar that are all hard CC. And that makes it a lot more effective for me to be able to get in there and like completely lock down an enemy with elbow drops and jumps and literally like picking up a boulder and throwing them at enemies, you know. And then in the first expansion, they added the Berserker, which changed your burst skills to
Tell that to them.
different and sometimes range-ed skills. So like my Flurry of Sword here actually became a firebolt launching maneuver that ended up shooting fireballs in a straight line that pierced through enemies, and also made all of my moves recharge faster like a Berserker would, and deal more damage if I'm not mistaken. But it did take away my damage denial, or at least some of my damage denial abilities. Captive audience, listen to all of Joko's taunts. Whistling in the dark, successfully defend Kanak while he arms the bomb under 6 minutes. Jesus. Okay, so he's still working on that bomb. And if I can complete this in under 6 minutes, that's going to be an achievement. The achievements that we're working towards getting new armor pieces from, if you remember correctly. Okay. I think we just keep defeating these waves that have come out until they've all been activated here, and then it will succeed. I've got, how long? 4 minutes and 46 seconds left. I'll go ahead and take out this archer here. Chop, 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 chop. Ah, god damn it. I hate that I keep hitting my inventory and my character screen whenever I do that.
Today would be good.
Nock's still whistling away. I love that salad. He's one of my favorite characters that they added into the game post-launch. As you can see, these undead boys are very glad to be re. So let's give them what they wished for. A dirt cat. Wow, that's kind of fucked up. I don't think I've ever heard one ask for or beg for forgiveness.
Get back to work. We can handle this.
Oh man.
Oh, I finished
Knock.
reading the gate ages ago. Got bored, so I figured I'd help you lot.
I love that boy.
Agree to disagree.
For great justice.
What a cheeky bugger. And instead we're gonna take down this champion of Joko together. You know what? Boom. Take all of my reflected conditions. You see all of those that came up with the block that I just did? That would be the copying of condition stat that I was just talking about a minute ago. He lays out that huge field of death and disarray. Well, I can reflect that shit right back on him and stun his ass. Yeah, kind of a great maneuver here. Which, interestingly enough, is part of the mastery that was for this expansion, Path to Fire. I was going to talk about that a minute ago, and then I got sidetracked by actually good dialogue here. The class for roaming through the desert and being able to take out a lot of the Egyptian magics here is actually just called a Spellbreaker. And it deals a lot in boon removal, condition applying, and stun dealing. Because a lot of these mages do that. They interrupt you a lot. They deal high damage. They throw your bitch ass around like it was nothing. And if you can deny a lot of those abilities, well, all's the better for you, my friend. God damn, seriously? Yeah, and see, we need to break that bar before he does that shit, or else we're all dead. But I can always retry from a checkpoint. We're literally right back here, and I've got a minute 55 remaining to do 18% damage. Ouch. Fine. Fine, champion of Joko. fucking kill you with a rifle. With my super hyper beam alpha, because this is literally my best and favorite skin in the game. Oh! The good news is, most of the damage will be tanked by my CPU friends that can't die. So, I can just sit back here and plug him full of lead. I'm okay with this. 1%, and defeated. Sweet. Wasteland in the dark. We got that wasteland in the dark. And a cutscene. Woo, cutscene. Yes, Juno. There are 4 kinds of. Oh my God. Oh, that's bad.
Quick!
We need to lock them down right now.
Can't get in that way now.
Force fields won't hold forever. What's plan B?
There are pistols, which you can wield in both hands. There's a rifle, which is 2-handed. Short bow, 2-handed, and long bow, 2-handed. Some classes can use certain ones. Some classes can use others. But every class can use at least one long-range weapon. There are no classes that are strictly close range or anything like that. Listen to all of Joko's taunts and avoid every laser trap in the Moon Fortress. Okay. Is it laser trap time?
Into the fortress. Maybe we can get through one.
Sewer grates. My favorite. I'll follow you, buddy.
Everyone, fall back
I
to
love
Ridlock's
going into the
position.
deep, dank underworld sewers. Yummy. Oh, gross. Gross. I didn't fall through like he did. What? Oh, I guess we're going over this way. Sure, fine, whatever. Skimmer time! Skimmer time? No, I don't have access to my mounts right now. Shit. That sucks. But yeah, this is my rifle skin. It is a skin called the Super Hyper Beam Alpha. And it's probably one of my favorite skins in the game. It's actually not like a legendary skin or anything. It was one that I just got from a random loot chest. And it is an exotic skin, so it's got really great stats on it naturally. But you can actually take any skin and apply it to any weapon and be able to sort of modify and bring along your favorite that way. So this rifle has been modified several times, but it always looks the same. The one thing that I wish about that rifle is it fired a different projectile than just your standard bullet. Because I feel like a bullet coming out of this orbit end just doesn't quite sit right. But anyway, whatever. Minor quibbles. It's not a special skin, so I can't expect too much. In the sewers. All right, Braham. You dragged me into this gross, nasty, undead poop. Now what?
That was reckless, Bram.
And?
And let's go find Joko.
That's what I thought. Can't die. Everything can die. Only question is how.
So, Bram and our character have kind of had a bit of a row going since the untimely passing of his mom back in the first expansion. She met her maker at the hands of a former enemy turned into this huge tree dragon thing, and
me?
Kind of still blames us
just
for
like
it.
you. You have a twin?
I
Scratch that.
didn't
You're
think
a
so.
triplet. No, wait. A quadruplet?
Oh boy. Joko is running one over on me, and we're gonna end up locked in here, aren't we? I'm not gonna like this.
They're all you.
I know Joko's sick, but I didn't realize he was obsessed.
I mean, my enemies burned me in effigy, but I've never inspired this level of whatever this is.
Creativity. Examine the torture chamber.
What sort of mind comes up with crazy stuff like this? I'm
Uh,
gonna be ill.
a beautiful one.
Looks like I died painfully. Over and over.
And oh, Commander, take a look at this.
Aw, I know what that triangle is for. You take a man, you hang him by the wrists, and you dangle him over this spike with one leg on either side, and then you let gravity do the work. It's not a good way to go.
Ring of some kind.
An ancient skill
Signet.
signet. I didn't think anyone used these anymore.
Ha! It's all an illusion. The signet ring dispels it.
Oh, thank the spirits. They're just regular dead people.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
But
you know what I mean.
oh,
No
looky
one
here.
deserves this.
This actually has a change when I use the signet ring there. Also, neat screen effect. Dispel the illusion. Okay, so let's continue
Look
into the
over
Moon
here.
Fortress. That's almost like a cat of nine tails. Oh, that's Joko's mark. I know that.
Huh. Is that right?
There it is. Okay. So now come the traps. Hooray! This one actually looks like it's broken.
What's the point of traps you can see?
Deterrence, maybe. Think it's fair to say Joko's been anticipating this.
I think
So
that's
he's just
incredibly
playing with
fair to
us?
say, me.
You disarm me. I'll cover
The
the rear.
question is, just how prepared is he? And I don't think these technically count as the laser traps, so we're okay. I can kind of keep going. This one's broken too. Neat. And the next broken one is actually all the way over there. So, made it. Uh-oh. And I want to be free. I want to be free from the clutches of the undead that I see.
Good. Rather have a straight
So
up fight than a bunch of tricks
free.
and traps.
Come on, Guardian friend. Block me with your glorious healing magics. So, Bram is actually a Guardian. I was talking about the magic tank earlier. Whereas I'm the melee tank, a Guardian is more of a magic tank. They are able to apply blocking boons and stuff, and actually synergize really well with other classes to spread boons everywhere.
I'm insulted. I invite you to the biggest battle
And he's gonna
the
try and
world
sit
has
there
ever
and
seen.
bash an illusion.
And you show up with one idiot more. I feel like you're not even trying.
Left my entourage on your doorstep.
Yeah, they're already kicking ass.
They'll be my entourage soon enough.
Wait,
I hope you feel
does that mean I get to
at
be
home.
Turtle?
I spent so much time preparing for you. Nice to have a reason to break out the crystal.
Uh-oh. I don't like the way he said crystal.
Enough waiting. Joker's
Branded?
bored. Let's pick up the pace.
Push
I'm
forward.
with the Lich. Enough screwing around.
Wait. I don't trust an empty hallway.
Ah.
You're the one with the fancy ring.
And here we found the lasers. Oh boy. It's all lasers that we can only see that way. Oh, made it through the lasers. Okay. All good. Oh my Jesus. It's not that I'm intimidated by the lasers, but they are pretty damn intimidating. Wouldn't you agree? Made it. And we'll wait. We'll wait. Boop. Got it. Oh, fuck me. Are you serious? That is bullshit. I totally avoided that laser. Asshole. That was literally the last one, too, and I would have received the achievement for that.
I'm sending you my favorite
Motherfucker.
awaken. Look at this guy. Look at the sinews on those legs.
Veteran awakened defiler. And he is admiring his own men's sinews. That's little personal, Joko. I feel like this defiler might have an HR case. Hey, let's reflect that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right then. Time for the second favorite awakened.
It's okay. Let's see if I can go ahead and kill him before he gets out here. Boop. This one is a Ravager, though. So rather than send out those defiling pools, the Ravager is going to end up trying a little bit more directly to kill us. A tar and melee combo. Can I see with this signet ring anything that I might be able to use to stop this? Because usually there will come a point where non-combat solutions will take over and you're actually going to be able to kind of outsmart the bad guy.
There's always a bit of a discipline.
Yes.
Reminds me. Remember that time you left me in the domain of the lost? Rotting in a cage.
I do remember that. Because fuck you, that's why. You tried to double-cross me first, so I double-crossed you back, Jack. Man.
For great justice.
Volunteer number 4. Actually, you know this one. You followed you instead of me when you stole my army.
Oh, how about that? I remember doing that. That was actually not too long ago, matter of fact. I did steal a lot of your army for my own nefarious purposes, which was to destroy your army. But hey, it worked. Actually, no, that's not true. I stole a large portion of Palo Joko's army in order to help stop the god. I raised an army of the undead to help the army of the living be able to stop a god from killing a dragon. That is a storyline point that happened in this fucking game.
And then half of my army literally into the mouth of a dragon.
Almost there.
Is that not a game worthy or what? And then we have an archer up here that's deciding to shoot from inside of his boss. No big. I think we can take care of that. No problem. Damn, did not get to reflect any of it. And he's got bombarding arrows. Ugh, look at that awful area of damage right there. That would have been bad if I'd have been stuck in that. That would have applied a condition called Torment. And Torment is actually a unique one that came along somewhere along the middle of the game's lifespan that deals more damage to enemies that are moving. Kind of a neat little little damage over time effect that most games just don't really have. You know, god damn it. Get out of the way, UI. So like, if you are kiting an enemy, you would be best to have some skills that apply that debuff.
I must say, the Ghost Army was a fascinating surprise. Not that it'll matter, but it was a nice touch.
I know, wasn't it?
Oh,
We're pretty
and
clever.
one, just curious, can you even spell epidemic?
I'm gonna rip your head off!
Didn't think so. Press on. I'm just around the corner.
I don't believe you.
I hate this guy.
And I really love this guy. Press on. Oh, that's gonna be lasers and fire. Oh no! My 3 least favorite things.
That would smell good. You know, like a small or something. That's actually...
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, please tell me that the lasers eventually stop so that I can make it through, huh? That would be mean if they never did, because I'm almost about to die already. Oh, I see. I gotcha. I see. I gotcha. Now we can press forward. As soon as I let my health go back up. Woo! Okay. Now let's see if we can't see a path through. Oh, nope, that's... Yep. There we go. I didn't have the power of the ring going, so we got kind of denied. That's not good. Oh, that's not good either. Son of a bitch! And then I rolled back into the laser. There we go. Oh, that was into the laser. Hurt. Hurt. Oh, God bless America. Bram, are you going to be able to revive me right here, or am I just fucked? Oh, I actually fell down on the short-circuited square. How lucky am I? Holy hell.
Thank you.
That is nice. I cannot believe that shit. But I need to make it back over to this one, because I got to get this panel. I missed it. Okay.
Can you
Fuck.
describe how that one felt? Please give details. Quality.
Now that say you need to go away so that I can get over here to the next one. I was just hoping that we were close on how. Nailed it. And that should open. And that should open. What? 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 Why? What?
Oh, I understand now.
I am confused.
Of all of them, you're a completionist. I love your passion.
Is that? But I got
No, fuck. Look, my little lockpit.
Ah, fuck.
Magical signet ring. Do the math.
Help me, please.
You know what's funny? I think these are the taunts that they're talking about listening to all of here. So maybe this will end up giving me an achievement anyway. All the times that I keep fucking this up. Yeah, see, there is one that I missed back here. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Nope. That's fine. Retrying from the checkpoint should... Yep. Allow me just enough purchase to be able to make it back. I hope. Listen to all of Joko's taunts. Okay, so maybe I haven't heard them all yet. I've heard a lot of them. So maybe not all of them. Motherfucker! I guess they're back up, huh? Yep. Okay, I gotta admit, the fact that the signet ring goes away is really annoying.
I thought you might find this refreshing after traveling to that dreary desert.
Okay. I guess I'll wait. Okay. Come on. Dissipate already, stupid lasers. There we go. Now we can move. And I gotta hit the very first one? How did I miss the very first fucking one? God. I am so bad at this game. And all of the traps are disabled. All of them. All the traps are now disabled. Perfect. Ooh. The watchdogs guarding the door of the dead. Aw, how cute. And it collects ranged attackers to kill them that way. All right. Do not use range. Done and done. Gonna kill you quickly. Gonna kill you, stupid dog, because I hate your stupid face. Actually, I don't. These abominations are actually some of the coolest enemies, I think, in around here. Just based on the way that they look and stuff. I absolutely love their design. I think they're fascinating. They've got so many little details, like all the swords that are stuck in their back, you know, that denotes all the battles that they've been in over time. And the fact that they use those same swords in combat, you know, it's just, yeah, it's a cool fucking enemy. Bip, got him. I bipped him. I bipped him good, y'all. I bipped him something good. And it probably should counter a couple of his hits, you know? It is in my class.
Possible.
Nope. Just
One of
highly
these
unlikely.
statues is the real Joko. Can you solve my little puzzle? Oh, I'm so proud of you. The orphans I tested it on didn't fall for it either.
I'm guessing that none of these statues were the real Joko, and if we had tried to hit one of them, then he would have made fun of us. Probably. And instead, it was none. Palawa Joko's not in that room. Please.
The sound of heroes approaching. The pitter-patter of little boots.
These little boots that are gonna go straight up your undead ass.
They should be here somewhere.
Search for the Contaminarium. Is that what we're calling his phylactery? Because that just sounds gross. Palawa Joko's Seat of Power. Here inside of the Moon Fortress. This is cool. It looks like I actually need to fix this. Maybe that's going to be a puzzle we figure out in just a second. How do we open this door?
It's warded.
By using that thing.
Got to be
Yep.
a way to shut it down.
These boys.
Panels look wrong. Maybe try to rearrange them? Put that one there.
Why, thank you, Brett. Put that one there. And then you're going to go here.
Is that right?
Oh, no, it's not. Fuck, it was, and then I guess hit the wrong one. There we go. Perfect. And last but not least, you. Shit. Brizzle. There we go. And this one did... Wait, what? I'm confused. I thought I got all these right.
Stupid emblem. You did it.
So there's the one in the spirit world, and then there was the one in the real
So
world,
we meet again.
and both of them had to line up too.
Beast Marshal.
Beast Marshal.
Hope you're not mad about the whole tricked you into thinking I was Ibero thing.
On the contrary, the attack on Balthazar was the greatest military victory of my career, no matter who led it. But Joko bids me confront you. I cannot but obey his will.
Sad. You were a decent general, Beastmaster. It's a shame to kill someone as talented as yourself. I have a feeling these bones around here are here for a reason. Then maybe to slap her around and knock her out of some of her moving. Because she looks like she's going to be really annoying and teleporting everywhere. Oh, I'll bet she's not. Yep. I was going to say, I'll bet there's something more going on here where it's going to require me to use my ring. Beastmaster's Aegis. Perhaps there's a way to break her concentration. Oh, I don't know. By breaking her concentration, maybe? And now we can go and deal more damage again. Okay. She came up right here. Hello, Beast Marshal. You're looking very svelte today. Oh, I'm walking in the flames. Just walking in the flames, nothing big. Deal damage. Okay. Now when she comes up again, I don't have to be wary to be able to actually spawn. House for her brood. Oh, I see. So that's how she, like, the game is trying to signal you, hey, dum-dum, there's going to be little enemies around that you need to use your signet ring to see, and also murder. And Beast Marshal has been knocked out of her concentration. Nice. Follow that up with a little bit more damage denial. Unfortunately, it is damage denial, it's not condition denial, you'll notice. So while I wasn't taking any damage there for a couple of seconds, I was still getting blinded and bleeded and slowed and all of those things. Interrupted too. Asshole. and all that good stuff. Now my question is, where the hell is Bram? Why is he not fighting her right now? Here, there he is. Come on, buddy. I need all of your help. Being able to link up skills like that is super useful. That is another thing that's kind of unique to Guild Wars 2, is the ability for players' skills to have areas of effect, and also for players to be able to combine those areas of effect to certain, well, effects. So like all of these little barrier areas that he's got, if I use a whirling attack like that, you'll notice that I keep launching out cleansing bolts. What do cleansing bolts do? Well, they remove conditions from allies that it hits. So like, as I'm sitting there whirling around, if Bram gets bleeding on him, one of those bolts passes through him, and it removes conditions. It doesn't remove them from myself, but it is very handy to be able to play in a group without having to play in a group. You dig? Yeah, you dig. Okay, and because my jump is ready, bam, we can knock that bitch right out of our concentration. Immediately. And deal about 10,000 damage in one attack. I don't know if you guys saw that. That's a lot. Okay, don't mind if you do. Damn it. More damage denial that didn't get fully utilized. Oh, 3%, 2%, 1%, defeated. I am sorry, Beastmaster. You fought very well in the Great War.
Military victory. You know what? I'm glad she's dead. Someone's not getting reawakened. It's clear.
Well, I guess Joko likes only people who win. And continue to win. So let's confront him. Uh-oh. Get out.
And honestly unexpected. I thought you would present better. The commander of the pact. Hero of blah blah blah. Rendered useless by a glorified parlor trick.
It's true.
No, you don't.
But Bram's back there.
One for me, Commander.
Oh, nice.
For you. And for
Just shove me right out of the stasis
That's
field.
your ace in the hole. Morons so besotted with you, they're willing to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah,
Haven't
basically.
Enough people already died for you.
No, not until there's peace in the world.
Joko.
Come out, big boy.
With relish.
Woo. We're having hot dogs?
And that's
Hot
what
dog.
it's all been
Whoa.
about, Commander. You and I, two comets on a collision course. War, plague, gods, dragons. I've seen them all. They come and they go, like the tides. But a worthy nemesis, that is rare indeed.
I could not agree more,
Cut
my
the
friend.
monologue. Let's do this.
By all means.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to use everything that I know to be able to do this. There's gonna be traps abound, I'll bet, and there's gonna be a reason for me to use the signet ring. And Paulo Ajoko is goddamned immortal. So like, I don't know what good we're gonna do here, but we can certainly try.
Almost ready.
And he'll probably think it's hilarious and cute. Oh. Okay, so I guess these little pedestals keep us out of the plague and from getting hurt.
The greatest villain in the history of this world.
That's
Wait, what?
my line.
Oh, Commander, you do know how to flatter a lich.
I mean, to be fair, we did cause untold chaos and badness to be unleashed on the world by that plague. There you are. The will of Joko, blasted by magic when defiance breaks. Bam! There it is. Got him. And now Joko's back with a guard. Perfect. I'll kill you and your stupid dumb bodyguard. Block. Block. Okay, if I can just kind of keep myself angled such that I can keep hitting both of them, that Royal Guard's gonna die a lot quicker than Joko wants. Aw, Joko, are you a fan of Carol Burnett too? I am also so glad we have this time together. It's true. Just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started. Then before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. I started off in a different key, so I had to change the whole goddamn thing. Unfortunately, my pitch ends up losing a little bit without practice. All right, come on, Joko.
A question. Do you love pain as I do?
Where's his will? There you are.
Sensations lose their savor. One yearns desperately for something that can cut through the all-we. Pain is always be calm.
God, you love to talk,
It's
Joko.
better to give than to receive, though. Makes one feel alive.
The bloated place.
You know what I mean.
I see this play scarab coming to me.
I need healing.
Pretty hardcore. Can I use that to my advantage? Maybe.
Not enough energy.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the plague scarabs, when they explode, do damage to these enemies, so I think the answer is no. I'm just gonna wait a second. Maybe not. No, that was me. That was me just dealing a fuckload of damage. Never you mind. I can also destroy the beetles too, so that they don't blow up like that.
I expected more.
Did you? Because I'm gonna give it to you. Nice. I rallied by killing one of the bugs. That was cool. And Joko's guards are dead. That means I can focus back on him again. Fuck away from me. Fuck away from me. 66%.
Your nose crying.
No, he's not. Norn don't cry. They just leak a little bit. You'll be okay. You know what? I think it's about time that I end up laying out a little bit of non-damage. And chop, 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 chop. I needed the endure pain skill because frankly, I need to stall for time while my healing skill comes back.
I mean, really? You want that for this occasion?
I love Paulo Joko. He really does remind me a lot of the Joker, you know? Which I don't want to use that because, well, I mean, it's part of his name, Joko, and also it just seems like such an obvious villain to model yourself after, but there's a reason why that kind of villain works, you know? There's a reason why a villain that hates you on a personal level just connects so much harder than anything else, you know? There's the will further. Oh my god, that is a huge wall of plague scarabs. Easy enough to murder, you know, not that big of a deal. But I'm also out of things that apply hard CC. Okay. And there should be one last one somewhere, I'm guessing. Nope, just Joko himself again. Shit. And the 2 royal guards that I already killed, and a 3rd that's at full health. How funny. So he just keeps bringing the dead back. Like every time that comes around again, he brings back all the guards that I've already killed at like super low health, but then he also summons another one. Damn it, Angelicers, man.
I'm here, are you?
There's a lot going on right now.
I remember you being
Like, I'm trying like hell to keep my energy up and my health up and all that stuff. A lot of damage going around. Okay, not a problem. Rally and reload. And that second Royal Guard is dead, which means I can focus back on Joko again. Good.
didn't teach you to respect authority. Tisk, tisk, spare the rod and all that.
Get out of here. Get out of here, you filthy 38%er. And boom.
Low on endurance.
Don't feel too bad. Another century of practice, you might actually be good enough to spar.
Okay. Still holding on tight. For dear fucking life. And I've been hit by the scare plague. Great. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Need to kite around. This place fucking sucks. And those bodies are basically just wells of death, huh? Okay. Until he ends up reviving those guards again. They kind of just suck. And that's Joko putting out those wells underneath me there. Easy enough. Down to 30%.
You are going to love being awakened.
Yeah, about that, Joko. I think I'd rather sleep in, personally. Fire! Nice. Ugh. Ugh. More death and disease. Got him. Nice. Easy to rally off those bugs when they have such low health. You know? So, that rallying mechanic is actually pretty handy and also kind of unique. In that if a player gets down by damage, you can revive yourself by killing an enemy.
Maybe that's one of those fabrications calculated to bolster your myth.
So in this case, as I'm trying to get around and survive this fucking match, I can actually revive myself simply by, oh boy, yep, making it through there, good. Killing an enemy between the time that I go down and the time that I basically bleed out. That's kind of what that is simulating. And Joko's back and he's ready to cause some trouble. Hey now, my Joko's back. Oh, baby. We'll be able to take down one. You know what? I'll bet you that it would be handy to stack all three of these kind of on top of each other. So let's come over here and rebound. Boom, baby. We should be able to kill at least those two on top of each other. Good. Their blood wells kind of overlap now. And this fucking fourth one, I can literally just kill wherever he happens to fall to leave a pool of tar. I got it. Whenever we kill him. Which will be right now. Yay! We're alive! And back to killing Joko. Doop, 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 doop. The good news is, I actually do have some abilities that make me way better against enemies that are at low health. So right now, the fact that he's below a certain percentage means that I will gain the boost quickness every so often. All of my skills and actions actually just activate faster. The wind-up time goes down with that skill. And it makes me be able to get in more hits during certain moves. Like that 1,000 Swords maneuver there. I can actually get in just straight up more hits because the hits correspond to over time rather than a certain number. And same with this maneuver. I can actually fit in more hits straight up. Now tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh, oh, oh. Bam! And we can go ahead and cast some of that slowness and crippled and blind back on him too. Hopefully.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I think the time for talkies is done. Joko is currently trying to feast. Not today, Junior. The only thing you're gonna get down your gullet is this rather tiny little boot that you were making fun of earlier. I get it. I'm a human. I'm diminutive by comparison in this world.
This
Hi.
cannot be the end.
Oh, but it can, my boy. I don't think it is.
I think you killed him. I mean, I think you really killed him.
It's not possible.
Appearances can be deceiving.
He's literally immortal.
Look,
Check the body.
awakened. They're in a
That's
stupor.
gonna be a bad idea.
They're not under Joko's command. We won.
No, this is... Did you? This is a bad idea, you guys. This is a really bad idea.
The rumors of my immortality are drastically understated.
That's a movie reference.
Oh, Commander, you look so disappointed, so impotent. I feel for you. I really do.
Best villain. I love Paolo Joko so much.
You knew in your heart. Fear not. The world will not forget you. The scars you've gouged into it spell out your name for all to see.
We have done a lot of damage.
I confess I was happy to take credit for your victories. But did you ever stop to wonder what that says about you? That so many bought what I was selling.
What do you mean, you
Call me
vagabond?
a monster, and you a hero. The world expects Palau Joko to dare to throw reality into chaos.
But that's literally what we've done.
No mortal would be so monumentally stupid as to destroy a dragon, the life force of this world.
Except we did, and it gave him even more power.
Perhaps they will finally thank me for luring you to me, so that I may save the world from you. And once you're gone, everyone
I know that's
will
not a
flock
unique
to my
twist.
embrace.
But fuck me, this is good.
Ignatius.
Wait. Oh my god, Oreen! Ah! Go, girl! You go, baby girl! Yes, dragon! Fucking eat that undead lich like the bitch he is! Also, wait a minute. His middle name is Ignatius?
Joko.
Aureen, what have you done? Are you...
Wait.
Maybe we
Oreen is going to end
got
up
a lot to digest.
makes two of us.
absorbing a lot of his power.
The primeval queens and their ghost army wiped out the third generation plague bugs. The awakened are all disoriented, throwing down their weapons, screaming, crying.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
man,
Paula Joko's
What's
being
Orion eating?
Or dinner.
Okay, but that's not. I mean, there wasn't. Oh boy. Oh.
It is. It was. Tell everyone to give the Awakened a wide berth. We still have a lot to mop up out there.
Will do. I need some air. Yeah.
Is it over? Oh,
I don't like this.
Great. She's big enough to eat people now.
I don't like this at all.
Is she done yet? Oh no.
No, she's really not done.
Are we really
Like, there's
just
a
gonna
lot
stand
to
here
eat
while she
here.
eats a guy, huh?
But why do I get a bad feeling about what all of that undead magic is going to do to her?
Just a bunch of
Especially considering that everyone is coming in here right now to deliver all the good news of the
Why is
day.
everybody so quiet?
Because Aurene is eating the Lich.
Oh, look at all these pestilence samples. Jackpot.
Get whatever data you
Nice,
need.
Juno.
We'll be burning all plague-associated material.
What? Why?
Because
So,
it doesn't need to be in this world.
Joko was wrong.
About what?
About me being a villain?
E-P-I-D-E-M-I-C.
Ha!
You do cause chaos.
All right, I fucking love you, Bram.
we do.
Fucking love you. You annoyed the shit out of me for so many episodes,
Like it or not.
and then you pull something like that and totally redeem yourself.
Those are our
That was awesome.
choices. Come on. We have a lot of cleanup to do out there.
Watch out!
Yeah.
Anyone else utterly disturbed
Wait.
by that?
I
Girl?
achieve things. I'm an achiever.
What's the matter, girl? Oh, you bitch. That would officially be the end of the chapter. Girl? Okay, so either she's just got the itis and is ready for a nap, or this dragon is about to take all that energy she just absorbed and transform again. Because she went from being a little tiny baby dragon to the adolescent after absorbing some magic from Balthazar. No. Gosh, I remember exactly where it was that we got the magic to take her to adolescent form. But I'm thinking that by eating Palo Joko, that might give her the power she needs to grow again.
Did Blish get his arm back safely? Where is he, anyway?
Yes, his arm is fine. He's back keeping an eye on the rift. He's not sure now that he should have done it. Says maybe Timey's right. Maybe.
Maybe.
We shouldn't go around ripping holes in the fabric of space-time.
As it turns out, that's usually a bad
Can't
idea.
make science without breaking a few pieces of the temporospatial continuum. Speaking of
Is that a
which,
joke?
there's so much here to study.
And then burn it. Study and burn it. No one needs to know about the secrets in this place. You hear me? Burn it.
You know, I'd almost forgotten Maureen was a dragon. In my head, she was more of a person in dragon form.
And
Of
then
course.
she swooped in and
This
ate Palo
is
Joko.
certainly a
Like, just straight up
visceral reminder.
ate the best character in the
I
game.
hate to ask this, but do you think she would have done this before she absorbed Balthazar's magic? Or could have?
No, I
It
don't
does
think
seem
she
to
could
made
have.
Kronkatorrik more aggressive. And it certainly changed her somehow.
She's still Aurene.
Perhaps
And
you're
she's
right.
also still
It's easy to forget.
a dragon.
She's always been the granddaughter of an elder dragon. Maybe this
Kronkatorrik,
is
the
just
very
what they
one who
do.
did this brand to this place. So
I don't know why everyone's so skittish around
it's like
Aurene.
raising a
Eating Joko
fucking
was the only sure
lion,
way.
tiger,
Makes
or
perfect sense.
bear.
Kinda wish I'd
You
thought of
have to treat it
myself.
with the respect of knowing that at any moment, it could forget that you are not friend. You're food.
Rux, thank you for liaising between the Olmecon and our other forces. What you did was essential to our victory.
My pleasure, Commander. They really are amazing fighters. But they don't let fighting define them. One of the elders told me the wisest thing. Sorry. I don't mean to go on. Anyway, it was
One of the
an
other things
honor
that's
to
neat
fight
to
with
see in
them.
this game is kind of how the different races value different parts of society and
So,
aspects of culture.
Commander, the Ghost Army
And that's
was
always been
mopping
something
up
that's
when we
been
came in here. They were
very well
really
written, I've
enthusiastic
thought, in
about
this
it.
game.
But I don't know how long they're gonna
You
stick
have
around
a very
before
strong
they,
sense of
ghost away
what
or
the Char are as
dematerialize.
characters and what they believe
Before they
in,
leave.
you know?
We should ask the Sun Spirits to
between
watch
both
for Awakened
religion
coming
and also
too,
credo.
and make sure they don't hurt themselves or anyone else. I mean, it's fine right now while they're all sort of dazed, but what happens when they snap out of it?
I honestly
Who knows?
don't know, Timey. But that decision's not up to just us.
Interesting. It looks like our characters kind of shook a little bit, because normally that would have been a decision that we would have made ourselves and just believed that we had the best in mind. But it seems that the commander was humbled today. Bested even. And we just have to hope that Aurene coming in and saving the day and literally eating an immortal Lich whose phylactery still exists somewhere out there doesn't end up coming around to bite us, as Juno so delicately put it. I don't think that's going to turn out well at all, because this season needs to have its turning point, and it's coming. It's coming soon. I mean, unfortunately, it's going to be a couple of weeks, which means that gives me enough time to not play this game for you guys for a while. I know, 2 nights in a row is a lot, but I feel like that was a pretty good kind of snapshot of why I love this damn game so much, because this particular chapter was really great at combining all the things I love about this game the most. Really great writing, really great storytelling, good map design and integration of the storyline into the realms that you're playing in. And I also thought that it was really great in delivering a fun extension to the story. You know, a great villain in Palawajoko, and a great time in being able to hopefully thwart him, but you probably didn't, because he's smarter than you. And he knows it. So something tells me that this was all a part of the plan. And my baby girl might not be as safe in a food coma as we thought. But we'll have to find that out when they release the next chapters in, I don't know. Fuck, it was 6 months before they released this one, dog. So we'll see how long it takes for them to release the next chapter. If there is interest in it, we will be here to play it together. And I'm going to go sit around for midnight. Fuck. So that I can get the last couple of pieces that I need to hopefully get this roller beetle mount. I want it so goddamn bad. So if you guys wanted to play more Guild Wars 2, just ask. You know, this is a game that always has shit for me to do. So there's always more fun to be had and things to play. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night for the evening. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube. It's a great way to make sure you support the show, keep lights on around here, keep me in games, and you guys in entertainment. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Check out the store, as always. We'll see you next time. Bye!